going on, YouTube? It's Marcus. I'm back today with another video. So the blue BMW, remember how I said I was just gonna get rid of it? Well, I decided not to, just because of the fact that my Impala that I just got, I hate it. I mean, it's a good car, don't get me wrong, but it's not me. I don't know. It's hard to explain. That, and I decided to, like, before I even thought about selling this, I decided to take a look and, you know, get on some forums online. I'm sure that most of you do that. That's what I do anyway. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Google car is doing this and this and this, and then a bunch of forums will come up, and then I just click on them, and you know the drill. But anyways, I decided to look up some stuff on this and try to figure out why it kept going through tires and stuff like that. Well, come to find out, this bar right here, the trailing arm, it has a bushing down here. I know you guys can't see it. I'm going to show you later. But that bushing tends to go bad really quick, and I decided to get under the car and take a look. Well, this one's like halfway out. So that's where that, you know, there was like a little noise. That's where that was coming from, and that's why my tires were wearing out fast. And the other thing too is I looked at my spring in here and found this guy just sitting down in there. So yeah, I decided to get a used spring, which I don't even know where I set it, somewhere around here. You'll see it in a minute. But so I'm gonna replace that spring, and I'm gonna replace this bushing. The bushing is on its way right now. It was supposed to be here today, but the guy that I ordered it from on eBay, apparently he was at SEMA, which I wish I was at, but he didn't send it out on time, so it's gonna be here on Monday, considering today is Saturday. So yeah, Monday. So I'm gonna get started on this, and once I get the bushing in, I'll finish this video. Or once I get the, as in like mail, once I get the bushing in from the mail, I'll put it in here. I figured I'd show you guys what bolts there are to loosen the trailing arm. First of all, this is the trailing arm. It's coming from my whole like hub unit, and it comes down in here, and then there's 3 bolts. There's one right here, one back here, one over here, and those 3 bolts actually align your rear end. Well, not rear end, but you know, the wheel. So with that being said, people say to mark these exactly where they're at, so when you put it back on, you can move it from side to side, and basically grab this, move it side to side. So when you go to put it back on, you want to line these bolts right back up to the same spot they're at. That way it's not out of line. Now, I said they say use a marker. I've seen people use screwdrivers, which is what I'm going to use, and just scratch the hell out of it. And then basically when you go to put it back on, you'll have try to make like a perfect circle around it and put it back. Real quick, I don't know if I said it, but these are 18 mils. So find yourself an 18 mil. I'm going to use a socket. So yeah. Alright, I figured I'd show you kind of what I did. If I can get the shadow out of the way. So basically, you see how I made these marks around here? So I know basically what it looks like. I did it with these ones too. As you can see, I didn't go all the way around. I probably should, so I'm probably going to finish it. But that's basically what you got to do. That way you can memorize exactly where the bolt went.
Live it up, live it up.
Whew, fuck. I forgot about that. There's a little screw on the back that holds your brake wire or brake line. My bad. You definitely like want to disconnect that so you can push down more to get to this. So I'm gonna do that. It should be just like a little 10. Feels like it. So I'm gonna knock that out real quick, and then I'll come back to this. It was an 11. But that's the little bolt you gotta knock out. So now I'm gonna push this down as far as I can get it. Alright, so that's about as far as I'm getting it. I'm going to show you guys what you need to do. Alright, so inside here, you got, this is the bushing that obviously is bad, because it should not be hanging out or anything like that. But there's 2 bolts, and they feel like they're going to be maybe I don't know, that might be an 18 again. Let's see. Guess what? It's an 18 again. So, looks like I'm gonna have to have 2. So, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm not sure if you guys are gonna see this, but push down. Got this one on. So basically you get the idea. Now I'm just gonna struggle to get this thing off because it seems like it's gonna be difficult. So I'll come back. Alright y'all, so I got it loose. 2 bolt or 1 bolt and a nut. Now I gotta try to wedge this thing off, which is gonna be fun. See, yours shouldn't be this hard. Mine's only hard because the bushing started to come out, and still, therefore, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But I got it. So I made my marks. I know where my bolts go. But yeah, now here comes the hard part. Getting the actual thing out. You're supposed to actually have like a special tool for this, but what I'm gonna do is lower it down, and then I'm going to just basically put holes in this until it gets weak enough to where I can rip out the rubber. And then after I rip out the rubber, I'm gonna get a drill bit and try to drill into the metal casing that's in this. So I'll come back. So I think I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you guys. Watching me struggle with this. So enjoy. Apparently I didn't even need to drill, unless the drilling really did loosen it. But yeah, so it's not supposed to look like that. So now I need to get this metal piece out, which is going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm glad I did not film that. That took a whole lot of manpower, a lot of cussing and everything. But I got it out. This piece of junk. It's not even hard metal. Like, it's not like, it shouldn't have been that hard. But just to show you what I was working with, destroyed that. It is a Harbor Freight screwdriver, but honestly, it was a lot better than this other one I had. Wherever I went, I'll show you guys. Oh, right here. This one, Bryant chipped that one. But this one is Globemaster. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's made in Japan. It's JDM, boys. But yeah, this one was a little bit stronger. Basically what I did was, it was sitting in there and I folded one of these over, so basically pinched it up and just started screwdrivering in it, and once I hit it in, I just kept like trying to go like that and bending it, and then I do a new spot, just keep doing that until I got to where it looks like this. And then I took the hammer from the back side over here and just hit it out. It came out. So have fun with that. The easiest way is obviously buy the tool. But if you're like me and you're cheap, this is the only way you can do it. Next on the list is to pop this spring out. I'm going to switch you guys around real quick. There we go. So I gotta pop this spring out. It's actually fairly simple. Same thing. Pry this down. And there we go. See? Simple as that. Here's the little rubber pieces that go on the bottom of it. So basically, like I said, this spring broke. Right here. Should be together like that. That way you can sit inside the actual little rubber piece. Because obviously it ain't sitting in like that. It has to sit in there nice and snug. Like that. That's probably what my rattling was. But that bushing was what was tearing my tires up. And there's other bushings in here that I probably should replace here soon. Like, there's a bushing back here, there's a bushing right here, and I think that's the only bushings that I have to do right now. Oh no, there's a lower control arm. There's two more, so 1, 2, 3, 4 more bushings that I could replace, but I'm not going to right now. Obviously I'm just trying to get this to where I can drive it again without going through tires. Brakes aren't too bad, but now I'm gonna clean this out, and then I gotta wait until the new parts come in. Alright guys, so back at it again. Obviously I said I was gonna buy some sandpaper and whatnot, but I didn't end up doing that, but I think it'll be good. But yeah, I got the new bushings in, and these are what they are. Basically you take two of these and put them on each side, and then you put a spacer on each side like that. And where's that? And you got a shim in between them, so literally just goes in like that. And you gotta take your bolt and put it through wherever that went. It's around here somewhere. But yeah, right. So, just like that, and there's your new bushing. And from what I hear, from like reading up on it and stuff like that, I mean, I'm not sure about this brand. We're gonna find out. But I hear that this is a lot better than the actual bushings that they had in it. I mean, obviously. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm using this, which is a little metal wire wheel, and I'm cleaning out the inside of this because I forgot, you know, that is really important. So you can do it this way, or you could just get sandpaper, do it however you want, just as long as it's clean. So I'm gonna do this, and I just figured I'd let you guys know. Alright, so now that I got this all cleaned out, basically it came with some bushing lubricant. Looks like just regular grease. But what I'm gonna do is put some grease on this and put some grease in here and try to collapse them together. By the way, I'm using this bar. It helps hold the actual trailing arm down. I don't know if I said that in the last video, which was a couple days ago, but yeah, I'm using that to hold it down. And now I got that in there. Grease up this last bushing. Alright, so I got the little bushing thing in one, so now I'm gonna that popped in easy. Pop this thing back on. I forgot which way it went. Alright. So it's gonna go like this. 2 bolts up front, towards front. 1 bolt towards the rear. And where's the other half of this? Where did I set it? You gotta put the spacers on the inside. Basically what I'm gonna do is line it up. Right, you wanna come pull down on that? Alright, so we got it in. It took a lot of maneuvering. My best advice is basically put it on with 1 washer in, and then just kind of like force it in with the other washer, and then take a hammer once you get it in far enough and hit it, and then like everything else you just need to line it up, and that's the difficult part. Basically you're gonna have to twist, turn, hit from top, bottom, stuff like that. That's what I did, and we got it in. So now all I gotta do is tighten it and put everything back in place. So let's get on it. That's all tightened. Everything's good. Now I just gotta pop it up into place and tighten the bolts down and angle it, because remember, like I said in the beginning, I had to mark the bolt so I know exactly where the alignment is. Before I do that, I'm gonna pop this in there real quick. Should be simple. Actually, alright guys, so we got it back on. The hardest part was actually lining it back up on the circles that I made. That was difficult. Basically, I had to put them all in, and then there's like little holes in there. Let me see if I can show you guys. Grab my phone real quick. Alright, so there's these little holes inside this. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I'm gonna try as best I can. But like, you got these little holes, and you can wedge it in between. You can wedge like a screwdriver in there, in between some of the stuff. And when you wedge it in there, you just pull, and it'll move it from side to side and stuff like that. I'm hoping that this is lined up good. If not, I'm gonna have to take it to an alignment shop and get everything aligned, which ain't a bad idea. I probably should. But yeah. So now all I gotta do is throw the tire back on, or wheel, and then after that, she should be good to go. I got the other side still to do, but I'm gonna probably do that at a later time, just because it's still working. So why not? I'll probably do that, I don't know, soon. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Alright, peace.